Now we are supposed to study about the quantization noise. In previous session we have seen about the quantization, how we are doing the quantization, how we are converting analog signal into a digital, because we will get the infinite number of input at the output of sampling, which we are giving as input to the quantization. But here we are supposed to take only the some finite number which will have some finite range. So we are doing the quantization. Now we can see here the quantization error, quantization noise. You can consider a uniform quantizer with a total of L quantization level, symmetrically located with respect to 0. Let X represent the quantization input, Y will represent its output. You can take Y as Q into Z of X, which will represent the output. Consider a part of quantizer which is having the range you can see in the figure 6.23. We are showing here the input interval and the corresponding output level of quantizer. You can see input we are taking on the x-axis, output we are taking on the y-axis. We are considering uniform quantizer. So here we are supposed to study about the quantization noise. So here if we are taking ik be the interval defined by ik equal to x of k, that value will be x will be greater than x of k and less than x of k plus 1. We are considering k value is having the level from 1 to up to L. So here now we are having the output y equal to y of k. If x will be in the range of I of k, we can also express y of k as x plus q if x will be in the range of I of k. So here we are denoting q as a quantization error, which we are supposed to study. So here what we are saying we can take the error quantization q that will be equal to delta by 2 in between two adjacent level. We have seen in the previous session. So here what we are saying, let us assume that input is the sample value of random variable x with 0 mean and variance sigma x square. Mean and variance, these terms you guys have seen in the mathematics. If we are taking the average, we are calling the mean. So here what we are saying, if we are taking the input which is having the sample value of x with 0 mean and variance, we can denote variance by sigma x square. So here when we are saying quantization is fine enough, the distortion produced by quantization affect the performance of pulse code modulation system as it were an additive independent source of the noise with 0 mean. So here we are supposed to take mean square value which we can determine by the quantizer step delta. So here if we are considering the quantization error between 2, that is nothing but the delta by 2. Let the random variable q denote the quantization error and we are denoting q as its sample value. We are assuming q is uniformly distributed in the range minus delta by 2 up to plus delta by 2. So here we can take the value of the quantization error. It means what? F of q. That will be equal to 1 by delta when we are taking the value from minus delta by 2 up to plus delta by 2. Otherwise its value will be 0. We are saying Fq of q is nothing but it is the quantization error. It is the quantization error. So here we are saying it is the error, hence variance we will get sigma square q will equal to delta square upon 12. So here we can say we will get the reconstruction of the signal at the receiver can be treated as the sum of original signal and the quantization error. We are getting the quantization error delta square by 12. So we can take now that as the reconstruction of signal. We can take that as the sum of original and sum of quantization noise. So you will get here output signal to noise ratio. We can call that as a SNR. If we are calculating mathematically SNR, you will get its value equal to sigma x square upon sigma q square. It is nothing but, sigma q is nothing but when we are taking the variations of quantization error, and sigma x is nothing but if we are taking the variance of input at that time. So you can calculate signal to noise ratio equal to sigma x square upon sigma q square. But we are having the sigma q square in the form of sigma x square. You can write here sigma x square as it is sigma q square. You can write in the which we are taking from equation 6.10. You can write delta square upon 12. But here sigma q square is in division. So 12 will go in numerator and delta square will come in the denominator. So your equation will become SNR equal to delta, SNR equal to 12 sigma x square upon delta square. So here we can say if we are supposed to calculate signal to noise ratio in the dB, you can calculate 10 log 10 SNR because we are taking its dB value. So here we can see about the idle channel noise. It is the coding noise which we can measure at the receiver output with the zero input to the transmitter. We are supposed to study about the idle channel noise. It means what? If there is a zero input to the transmitter and if we are measuring some noise at the receiver, we can call that noise as a idle channel noise. If you take any example in telephone, zero input condition arises. For example, during a silence in speech or when microphone of the handset is covered, either for some consultation, there you will get the some noise. You can call that as a idle channel noise. And the average power of this form of noise depends on the type of quantizer used. In the quantizer of mid-rise type, you can take zero input. We are taking at the input which will have innermost representation level in between plus minus delta by 2. So if we are considering these two levels at the equiprobable, ideal channel noise will become 0. So you can take 1 by 2 delta by 2 square plus 1 by 2 minus delta by 2 square. So you will get the value of error that will be delta square upon 4. If we are saying on the other hand, quantizer of the mid-rise type, the output is 0 for the 0 input. In first case, we have considering there is a noise if there is 0 input. But here we are saying here is 0 output and here is 0 input. And the ideal channel noise is correspondingly 0. So another difference between mid-range and mid-riser quantizer is that number of quantization level is odd in the case of former, where we are taking its value is even for the latter. So we can say these two types as the quantizer which we are seen in the ideal channel noise. Remaining we will see in the next session. Thank you.